Hi everyone and welcome to the Scraticus Academy. It is Wednesday, which means it is Eden Day, and I'm really excited for this. We haven't got that many sessions left, which I am incredibly sad about, but this has been an awesome game so far, so I'll do a few bits to run through and then we will jump into it. So, Discord. Hop over to our Discord. It is full of amazing, awesome people, very much like the wonderful players you see here. We talk TTRPG, D&D, everything. We talk everything. So hop over there and join in. YouTube, we are almost up to date on YouTube. I think we're just filling in the last bits of the Academy at the moment, so I think that should all be up now. And you can also catch this in an Eden playlist if you have missed out on any already. If you want to get into one of our games, DM Scrat on Twitter. We love bringing new people to games and trying out new systems. And yeah, we're fully booked at the moment, but season 2 we're still looking for people, and we are also introducing the same system we use here, the Cypher system, to one of our viewer games, which should be awesome because I love it. We're now full time, and it's thank you to you wonderful people. And ways to support us are via Patreon. We have some free articles on there if you can't support us monetarily that way. In fact, some of the lovely articles from our very own Renee, who does some awesome writing. So definitely go check it out.
With a new one super soon, I swear.
And I can't wait. I love reading your stuff.
Thank you.
And also, I think Scrat has started getting into basically D&D fitness, which was started by the wonderful Tool School. Scrat is in on it again. On Patreon on there, you can see his return to fitness, and yeah, it's good. Also, you can support us by getting our merch. I would show you the t-shirt I'm wearing, but I'm in so many layers right now because it's quite chilly. But we use Redbubble, and they put the logo on everything that's cozy, basically leggings, hoodies, t-shirts, sweaters, clocks. I know it's not cozy, but they do. You can get tapestries, you get anything on there. It's slightly insane, but it's awesome. We have some wonderful sponsors, one of them in the form of Bird in the Storm, which is Tool School and Bird versus Plane. They do some awesome module writing, and we're working on something that we'll be doing with them on the channel in the upcoming months, and I'm very excited about that. Another one of our awesome sponsors is Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press are the creators of Dark Matter and Dark Matter Alpha that was released last Thursday. And if you want to see it in action, I run our viewer game every Thursday, 1 p.m. EST for Argo 37. In this, I don't use Wild Magic Surges. I use the list of Numenera oddities. So if you want to gift our wonderful players or curse our wonderful players with something bizarre or something from this list, you can either donate or you can retweet the tweet, which will be popping up in chat. And every 10 retweets, we will get an oddity. Right, we're going to go around our wonderful players, and we're going to start with Hans or Artie.
Hello. Hi, I'm Hans. I am playing Artie Chen, who is totally just a normal, everyday guy. Most people have 50 to 60 clones of themselves that are wandering the city, doing other things that they know nothing about. If you don't, you're probably in the minority. Yeah, that's good. I want to say on this channel, the Scraticus Academy is awesome. I did a charity stream last weekend, going to do one this weekend, totally different subject. But I got half the people from all of those games from this Academy Discord. Everyone on there is amazing, and I love them. And thank you for all the help from Scraticus and Alice and everybody else involved, including Renee, who was also, she's over here on the Twitch, also in that game, and was awesome. And I'm going to stop now.
No, that was awesome. And definitely check out Hans's channel this weekend. You're always going to get good TTRPGs over there.
It was also my first time playing Numenera, and Hans did great. So
this is the thing. I still want to play it. I've got it, and I haven't had a chance to play it yet, and I really want to play it. And I'm just gutted, like I'm not here this weekend. Otherwise, I'd be like, but yeah, I will definitely be coming to that at some point, I have to say. We're going to hop down now to Vestal, or Zelda, as we know her better.
Hello. I'm playing Vestal. My name is Zelda, and I think this episode is going to be very what would Dot do because of our unfortunately absent player, but we will make do with her memory and her in mind. And I don't know, do you still want to do the donations for readings? Is that something that
We can do, chat. What we do as well is we can do donations for readings, and it will be for a particular character. So it will be pick a character, whether it's Artie or Vestal or JD, and maybe it will affect the game somehow.
yes. I was asked to step up to be the leader, and I don't think I'm ready for that.
Poor
I will
Vestal.
put all of my faith and backing into the person who does, though.
Vestal has been thrown into this so much and so quickly. Awesome, thank you.
Right?
Yeah. And now we're going to hop over, last but not least, to the wonderful Renee, or JD as we know her.
Hi, y'all. How are you? JD's interesting. I rewatched the end of last session, and it was interesting. So that's about where she's at. She's slumped on the floor right now, holding her mechanical cat, and just watching the world burn.
It's all good.
What did I need to say during this part? I start thinking about what happened last session, and I just go blank.
No, that's fine. Too much trauma. I'd also like to point out, I think we're all wearing black today for Kevin.
For Kevin.
Kevin the microwave. Which
this is for Kevin.
caused a lot of rioting.
And to share with you all how committed Hans is, he hopped into the Zoom call and realized everyone was wearing black for Kevin and went to go change.
I am wearing
and
black.
Alice is wearing black.
It's cold.
She's in solidarity for Kevin, even though she did this.
He's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Or maybe, we don't know. But we love Kevin either way. So we are going to hop straight back in. Now, Dot, in this rage of realizing who the phone call was from, has stormed out and left. And last week, if you weren't here, this was because of a phone call they received. A phone call through one of Dot's little medical bugs. And it was the voice of Adam Watson, the adorable, adorable boy who worked for the clinic, worked at the hospital, who really fancied Dot. And
did you call him adorable?
Adorable.
I'm mad at him right now. He doesn't get that term.
And of course was not the cause of Daniel Chen's death. We will hop straight back in as Dot has stormed out of the apartment of Lauren Curtis.
So JD immediately knows who this is because of the number line. He got Dot's number. He'd been trying to get a hold of her. Or he gave Dot his number, and he just wanted to know where she was the whole time. So I think she goes over to the bug that's saying this and is like talking to it. Adam, is that you?
You hear a light chuckle, and then I'll call you back. And there's like a click, and the bug's eyes fade to darkness.
JD kicks the wall.
Okay, that's what Dot would do.
That fucking bastard.
To say the least.
I almost felt bad for him.
Oh, wait a second. Okay. My dad had to know about him, right? I don't think that was a coincidence.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. No, yeah.
Alice, are the screens still flashing red?
Yes, they are. They're flashing red at all of you, sort of drenching the flat, sort of bathing it in this crimson light, flashing the words disturber of the piece.
Get us killed as well.
Okay. So we're all disturbers of the peace, right? Or is it just me?
No, that's me. That's fucking me.
It's flashing
Best
from
way. Okay. That's fine. We got to get out of here, right? I mean, they know we're here again. That's got to be a thing.
The screens followed me the whole way here. Like,
Mm-hmm. So you think
how
that's just like?
does anyone still have a tracker?
I have a different tracker.
I threw mine out a window. I saw you do it once.
Yeah, I regretted that.
So
Even if-
far, I don't know that it did any good.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to make any difference, does it? Hey, I'm gonna take mine off and just drop it on the ground. Do I still see the red screens?
You still see the red screens.
No difference whatsoever.
How is it getting to us? I
Hmm.
wanna.
What do you think the chances are that we have some sort of implants in our bodies that are there? Because I think that's high right now.
Yeah, I'm
Good
feeling
chance.
like that's pretty high right now.
Yeah, that's okay. What would Dot do?
What are we supposed to do about that? No matter where we go in the city, it'd follow us. What if there's someone after us right now?
Do we know
I mean, at
anyone
very
who
least,
can
Adam.
out?
I have no idea. I don't even know where they are.
They're probably made of metal. Probably find them that way.
Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seats.
Something to read or scan on it. The matron, maybe?
Dot said not to trust the matron at all.
Right. Do we know
Who knows where
anyone?
she went?
Would your mom be able to do it? She did work on things like this, right?
But if my mom's at the hospital, trying to reach her would be.
Almost impossible.
I didn't really ask a lot about this last time because there was so much going on, but who is the lady and why is it important that this lady is here? What are we going to do with that?
I'm going to say hell if I know, and then I'm going to try and elaborate from there. So, Captain White from, the video with the tree and everything.
The face is very familiar, yeah.
Right. And I think that's her name. We found her.
Okay.
Their figure.
Yeah. And is she the only Captain White? Is this like a weird already situation where there's like...
She is the only Captain White I have seen.
Okay, so that's maybe a yes. All right. Like, okay.
I can also confirm I've never seen anyone else that looks like her.
Yeah.
That's all I got, and I wish I could do better.
Okay. Do we want to... Where did you find her?
In a bunker under the clinic. Cryogenically frozen.
I don't know that it helps us either. What about Lauren Curtis's apartment? Do we think that's still safe?
All bets are off at this point. I would have thought Crowbars is the safest place we could go.
Being in the lower levels is probably our best bet, but
Okay.
I mean, I still think we should probably get rid of the trackers, but I mean, there's not much we can do about it because it's not like we could use them for what we need them for either. We need them to call taxis if we need them. We need them for favors.
Yeah, I mean, if that's how it works.
Can't really get rid of them. Then again, if there is implants in us, the trackers might not be trackers at all. We might
Maybe
be
it's something less complicated. Maybe it's like facial recognition.
Like, on the screens?
Yeah, I mean, that would work on everybody but me.
But I had a helmet on my bike. I don't...
Oh. Okay.
Artie, can you scan us?
That is a good question. I haven't tried that. Maybe I can try that. Yeah?
Maybe. I mean, at this point, we're just kind of shooting in the dark here a little bit. I mean, not shooting. Shooting is illegal.
Right, I won't shoot you, but I will try this and see if I can make it work. Okay, so if I try doing a scan on JD...
Mm-hmm. Could you roll intellect for me, please? And I
Okay.
need you to beat a 4.
Okay, that sounds unpleasant. Let me try my best. Let's see. Zap. How'd that go?
Beats a
that
4.
Excellent. I like that.
What are you looking for here?
It sounds like we're looking for anything that is not organic, like a tracker or anything that might be a machine that is inside of JD's body.
Okay. As you scan, it pops up on like a little holographic screen, just where your wrist is. And it tells you there is some form of tracker, not too sure. But it's moving. It's not fixed somewhere in the body. It moves around the body. And it almost looks like a tiny, tiny little bug as it zooms in and shows it. But you can tell from this that these things are minuscule. These are tiny.
Okay, so good news, bad news. Good news, we have confirmed the tracker theory. Bad news, we are not getting that out of you because it is a small moving thing.
Like,
is there a way to break them inside the body?
Didn't we just do brain surgery yesterday? Do we have to? We don't have to do this again.
just did brain surgery moments ago.
Moments
I'm
ago.
so stressed.
Okay, let's not do. Do we have to do that?
I would rather not bleed out for the sake of trying to get this tracker out of our systems.
I mean, you don't have to bleed out. Electricity shorts out things.
Well, but JD has other cybernetic systems. I don't think that's a good idea.
Right.
Yep, took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, I will stop taking the words out of people's mouths. I feel like I'm doing that. Yeah.
What about me? I have no I have no cybernetics, nothing.
Can I switch the scan over to Vestal? Does that work?
It does. And you can see again this same thing.
Yeah. Exact same scenario. But unless we could get this right on all three of us, would it really matter?
I mean, if one of us can move without being seen, things can get done easy. Like, if I get rid of them, I could find your mom.
Okay, so here's a bad idea.
We
I'm gonna...
have been donated a Wild Magic Surge. So I'm going to, I say a Wild Magic Surge, I'm lying, I'm saying an oddity. So I'm going to give you each a number and then I will roll. JD is 1, Artie is 2, and Vestal is 3. So 3. Could you roll me a D100, please, Vestal? Oh, okay. Apparently we've also hit 10 retweets. So I'm going to roll again. We're going to have a look at that as well. Same numbers as before. 2. So Hans or Artie, could you also please roll?
Thank goodness. Was this Vestal's first oddity?
Oh,
This
is
is
it?
Vestal's
All
first
right.
oddity.
I mean, it's my first given to me. In the shop, there's plenty.
So, as you're looking around this place, sort of trying to work out what on earth to do, Vestal, you lay your eyes over onto where you can assume Crowbar's desk was, and there is a set of goggles like slumped off the side. Similar to a pair you've seen JD wear before, but these look different.
Hey, JD, have you ever seen these before? And I'm going to go and pick them up and just kind of like flip them around and try and look at them.
Sorry, I've just had a snack gremlin run straight past me. You look at these and they're almost like something you've not, they look very old and they look almost like sunglasses more than goggles. Like they've got a heavier fix around the back of the head, but these are almost like glasses.
Oh, I mean, they're kind of a little bit like my sound goggle things, but like different.
I mean, they certainly look different. I don't think Crowbar would mind if I put them on, would she?
She's dead.
I'll take that as a no. And I'll put them on, and first thing I'm going to do is snap my fingers to see if they're the same as JD's.
As soon as you put them on, woof, you're in darkness.
Oh
You
boy.
look up and you're surrounded by stars. Something you've only seen in books. But for once in your life, you can't see light. You see everything as if you see the outlines of everything, but you don't see the flashing lights. You don't see the red. You are just surrounded by stars. You are stood in blackness. If you didn't know you were stood there, you feel as if the floor was gone. However, you look to your left and your right, and you still see Artie and JD stood there.
And a body on the bed, maybe.
And a very slow breathing body on the bed.
Oh my god. It's stars.
Stars.
I mean, I can't see anything besides you three and stars. You have to
What
see
about-
this. And I'm gonna hand it over to JD.
So JD does have something a little bit like this too. It's like a little, essentially like a lens that she can look through and just like look up and see the stars. But I think when she puts it on, she's never been fully surrounded by stars before. And it's just
almost like you're in a
Wow.
VR.
wow. She'll hit Artie a couple times and hand the glasses over to him.
You have to see it. It's amazing.
Okay. Wow. Can you see any other people? Or like if I look down or up or around, are there any other people that show up?
You don't see anyone else other than you in this room. Though you probably feel if you stepped out of this room, you would see the people. However, as you also look around the apartment,
I'll go faster.
your eyes fall on a cluster of stars. It almost looks like a galaxy swirling in color. Over on the desk, just sort of hidden under some paper.
Yeah. Here, Vestal, you take these. I'm gonna look at something over there.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
you
over there.
head over there, and as you shift the paper around, you see a necklace, a strange necklace. This looks old. This is tied on a piece of leather with a beautiful green bluish gem inside. And as you look closely, it feels like the gem is deep, like it could swallow you whole. And inside you can see a galaxy shifting and moving about.
I have an important question. Is this going to clash with my bone necklace that I'm currently wearing?
When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, he keeps getting necklaces. I don't know. You could rock it, right?
I'm going to find out the hard way. Hey, Vestal, do you want to look at this before I put this on?
Sure. With
You're the
with or
audio
without the
expert.
glasses, because
I don't even both.
I'm gonna take a look at it first without, and just kind of look really closely and see.
Yeah, could you roll me an intellect, please? Of 3.
Got this, Vestal, you got this.
Yeah, 3. As you do this and you hold it up close, and it is beautifully decorated all the way around the outside, but this bluish green gem seems to flicker between black and darkness as well. The green and the blue seems to shimmer and wave from the edges where the galaxies twist within.
It's beautiful. It looks well made, and it actually reminds me of something I've seen before. It's gonna sound crazy, but I mean, I have seen something similar to this, and I'll point to the spot in the middle of my head that you will see. There is a gem actually embedded in my, and the tattoos that were mentioned before are actually stemming from it. They look like vines that are coming from the gem that's embedded. And this gem actually used to be quite colorful, and when I received it, it turned all black, and it's been black since. It's just funny how they looked kind of alike. And I'll hand it back to him.
Yeah. Do you need another one?
Do I need another one? I'm sure one is plenty. If you are willing to give it to me, then I mean, I'll take it as a gift, but
Yeah, sure. It'll go well with that. That sounds good.
well, thank you.
I have this other necklace that I have now, so
It's quite pretty.
I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what I don't think I've ever owned a necklace before. Okay, so I had this really weird experience when I was tased and abducted and then stuck into like a clinical room, and then I lifted up a bed, and as I was breaking a spar off of the bed frame, there was a bone necklace under the bed, and I thought my life was weird before I told you this story, but now it sounds weirder.
No, it sounds really, really weird.
It's
But
quite
I mean-
strange.
We got a little bit of it from you. Wait, you were tased?
And I'm going to try to turn my head. Does it look like I was tased? Because it's actually just kind of a theory at this point. That's what my mom said, that she tased me, but I don't know whether or not it actually happened. It just hurts, and you're not supposed to touch wounds, so.
As Artie turns around, JD, you can see almost like a perfect sphere, like a burn mark.
That's exactly what my mom's neck looked like.
When was that?
She ducked out of the hospital for a little bit. We met up with her and she was okay. I mean, she was doing okay except for this burn on the back of her neck.
But it was like an old burn. She didn't get burned recently, right?
Like-
This
like
was
a
like
week
pre-hospital, not at. Okay.
Pre-hospital, yeah.
Okay. I like the idea that your mom's okay. It would be nice if one of us had normal, okay parents. Vestal, I don't know your parents at all.
Well, I mean, she's still involved, so there's that, but she is alive, and I am grateful for that. So tasing, we wouldn't expect to, like, fry whatever tracking bugs are in our systems then.
I don't know. Would they even bother tracking me? I mean, it's not very hard to find me. You just go around. There's like a lot of me.
Are you seeing the screens?
Yeah.
Then they're tracking you.
Okay. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Thing is, if
yeah.
you find another Artie, if we find another Artie, would it be helpful if we asked if they saw the screen as well? Is it all of you? Is it the collective Arties that see it, or is it just you?
This is
Oh.
a super weird question.
Artie, I feel like now is the perfect time to mention, and I pull this little Wizmo off of my shoulder, and I'm like, I named it RT!
That's flattering. And it makes sense because there's a lot of them, and they just, yeah.
Well, I thought that maybe it would be like a cute mini you, but now there are like a bajillion of you, so now I feel a little bit guilty, but not guilty enough to change its name. It's RT!
One more Artie wouldn't make a difference. It's very, very good.
I pet the Wizmo and put it back on my shoulder.
It sort of does like a weird little like wave of like a beep and bop as it sort of disappears back into your hoodie.
Is it just one Wizmo now?
Yeah, all the others got crushed.
Okay.
And then, in fact, can you all make me an intellect roll, please? Just of 2.
Roll 20 is majorly not working for me right now.
Oh, really? Hang
Yeah,
on.
it
See if
keeps
I
saying
can-
like 504.
Do you want me to do it for you? Hang on, let's have a
That
look.
would be great if you could. I can't see what it
Worries.
is, but
Okay, so we're doing an intellect roll.
An intellect roll, please. Gonna beat
And Is
a. Did I say 2?
there
forgot I
anything in
had 2.
particular? Because Artie actually does have skills.
Yeah, you are. It's like a perception check at the moment.
Ooh, I am trained in perception. Watch this. Go figure that Artie is trained in perception. I pushed the button and it somehow gave me a -1. Okay.
Yeah, but I can see you have got a pen.
I like the shit.
we heard a voice
That's the
from
weirdest
sky.
interaction.
Where is the voice coming?
You should just run by Alice's screen with your snack, and it would be.
Yeah, just take it. So as you do this, you can see the little bug that was left behind by JD has started crawling all the way up the walls and around towards the window in the kitchen.
We should probably grab that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Bash, get it. Speaking of, my cat is crying at the door to get
I was
in.
gonna say, oh no. Yeah, Bash, I'm gonna say, will jump and he will manage to sort of do the pounce, they do the little wiggle and then pounce on this bug. And this bug's eyes start flashing over and over again. And then you hear the voice once more. You're not playing the game. Come on.
What game, Adam?
I've waited long enough. You need to figure it out. It's boring if no one plays the game.
Can we have a hint?
And sort of,
Wow.
you hear that chuckle again.
Thank you, you guys.
and it's as if he's leaning closer to whatever speaker he is in. Wakey, wakey. And behind you, you hear a gasp as Commander White sits bolt upright. Like,
Adam, we are not through with this conversation.
Adam is gone, and
I say it anyway. And then I rush over to Commander White.
Yeah.
Is the
But
bug
I'm still holding the bug.
she's
Okay.
like, who are you?
Hi.
What is that? And she's pointing at the bug in your hand. What is that? And she
Welcome
points at
to-
Bash that's like mincing out the kitchen now. He's sort of done his job.
Oh, okay. I'm holding the bug in my human-looking arm. Hi. Welcome to the future. Is that what you say?
Commander White, you've been asleep for, what do you think, JD, Artie, 100, 200 years?
I have no idea, but something really long, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, they said I could have hallucinations like this. Okay, I'm gonna
No,
go back to sleep.
wait,
She
no,
literally
wait,
looked down and
no,
turned away
No,
from me.
wait, you are Commander White, right?
oh, did Alice freeze?
Alice is very frozen.
She is frozen.
Yeah.
There you
Am I
go.
back again?
Yes.
You're back again.
Okay. And she sort of turns away from you and keeps her head down. It's like she's just pulled, she's got like a hood on her thing and pulls it up. Like, nope, no. And thank you for 2 more wild magic surges. Oddities. I need to stop calling them wild magic surges.
We know what you mean.
I know, but I forget. Like, all right, I'm gonna keep the same numbers as before. So that's 1 and 3.
Hey.
So Vestal gets another, and this time JD. So if you could both roll me,
I can't
D100,
roll.
please. I will roll you a D100.
I
I'm
can
gonna
probably
keep
I like when you guys
refreshing
do
it,
that.
and then as soon as I get it up,
94.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Okay. We will come back to those in a minute. So, and Commander White has just got her back to me.
Okay, so here's the deal. I don't know how much time we have here. I don't know how you woke up. We're glad to have you.
Okay. And she sort of slides around and sits down. Where is my ship?
Under the city, I think.
It's kind of the conclusion we've come to.
Where is my ship? I don't understand. Whose sofa is this? Like, she sort of
Were
stands
you-
up.
Asleep on the ship.
I was, yes.
Then it is definitely under the city.
I
You see
I
anything
don't
that looks like a ship?
sorry, what was that, Artie?
No, did you see anything that looked like a ship?
No, we just went into it, Artie.
Okay.
Work for this NASA thing.
What are you guys
Yeah,
wearing?
NASA. Wait, Vestal, did you grab the NASA thing?
The NASA?
I have
the-
the suit, and
Yeah, the suit.
yeah, I have it, and I'm gonna pull it out of my bag and just
She
the
looks
blue
a
suit.
bit like drowsy, and she's just like, "Oh, oh, and she's like, NASA. NASA. Yes. And okay. Did
Artie, have you heard of
everyone make
NASA?
it?
No, I don't think I know what a NASA is.
No, it's a corporate. Don't worry about that. It doesn't matter. Did
Okay.
everyone make it out? Did the children get out?
I assume. I think the children are the first people that were in Eden, right?
Based on everything we know, I would say that the answer is maybe probably yes. You were the last person remaining on the ship. But there's a whole city. There's a whole city of people. We're some of the people.
Why did no one wake me up? I don't understand. So, are you trying to tell me this is your world, this is the future, and I
Yeah.
didn't wake up?
Well, you did, but probably a lot longer than you should have been.
Oh my
Woke up
gosh.
now.
And she sort of jumps up and she starts pacing backwards and forwards. She's like, "This is incredible. We made it. I mean, we kind of made it. I don't know when it was. Hang on, does that mean they're all dead? Am I the only one left? Did they grow up? This is amazing." And she just starts like pacing over and over, like, "I need to write this down," like, and just starts rummaging through things. Now, at this point, she's rummaging through the desk. Now, the oddities were actually for the Wizmo, so I have been told. And you hear, JD, this weird sound, a sound you've never heard before. But it's almost like a deep sound, as if it's an echo from somewhere. And you see the Wizmo hop up from in between this piles of like bits of metal and scrap on Crowbar's desk, with this small little star as it runs and jumps on the chair and runs towards you. And it seems, for Renee's knowledge, not JD's, it's making the sound of a whale. And this Wizmo's holding it up to you and just sort of pointing it towards you. And it also seems to be carrying a very long piece of material sort of attached to it, dragging it from behind.
What is this, Artie?
And it just keeps like holding the star up to you.
Okay. I take the star.
It just keeps making that sound over and over. It's quite a soothing sound.
It's
And
very
again-
calming, yeah.
And it sounds like there's, whatever this sound is, it sounds like there's a few of them almost singing together.
I needed this right now.
This Wizmo looks incredibly happy about that. And then tugs again and shows this piece of material that's like bundled up into a ball.
And what's this? Lift that up too.
As you fan it out, there's almost like this long cloak with a hood. It's not a coat or anything like this. Is a cloak. And it just starts to clap and beep as you sort of pick it up.
You did good, Artie. You found cool things.
It's 2 p.m. It starts to rain outside. And Commander White is still pacing.
Every day. I understand. Okay. Hi, Commander White.
Yes.
Hi, I'm still JD, and I have a lot of questions, and I'm not sure you have answers, but maybe we can like kind of do an exchange type thing, like
yes, so-
trade.
You're JD, lovely to meet you. And she sort of holds out
Hi.
her hand. She's like, oh, fantastic. She's like looking at your arm, like sort of looking at it. She's like, and you two, what are you called?
I'm Vestal, and I don't have
Amazing.
anything cool like JD does, but human arms.
Not cool, like, and she's pointing at like Sandra's like, how is that like what you do for tattoos now? Like what it's amazing.
Kind of. It wasn't on. It happened without me knowing, and then
Oh, an accident. I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
no, it's fine. It doesn't cause me any problems.
Well, you look lovely. And what about you? You little quiet one at the back, and she sort of hurries over and holds her hand out, like really eager. Hello.
This is Artie, not to be confused with RT. I hold up the Wizmo.
Oh, and she sort of looks at him and sort of like holds out her finger and sort of pokes him a little bit, and RT just sort of slaps it away. It's like, oh. Okay.
Oh, and this is Bash, and this is Turkey Burger.
You have at these AI?
Yeah. Oh, wait till you meet Soren. Oh my gosh, you'll love Soren. She's
What's
very
Soren?
cool.
Who's Soren?
She's
Is
my
she-
motorcycle. She
Motorcycle.
flies. And she transforms now. She's very advanced. And she might be feeling, but JD doesn't know that yet.
So, and well, I'm Lucy. It's lovely to meet you.
Lucy, hi.
Um,
Yeah, you're kind of a bit of a celebrity around here.
what?
Yeah, we've seen you a lot. Like, some people haven't ever remembered a time where you weren't being seen.
I'm confused. I've been left underground by the sounds of it. And you're saying you've seen me? People have seen me?
The
Damon.
footage, the tape, right? How
Be good.
The,
Be
kind.
kind. Peace is what we strive for. You know. No, you don't.
I do. I recorded that for our children.
they show it here daily.
Every day.
And she has like this burst of like happy it's like a mixture of emotions of happy and distressed at the same time. It's like, people hear me every day.
Yeah.
Oh, and she sort of sits down. That's quite wonderful, really, considering they're all dead. Probably dead. But it's wonderful all the same. So what do you have here? Like what's the difference? What things have you discovered? Is the war gone?
Yeah. Ooh.
There's been no war.
There hasn't been war in many, many years.
Yeah.
Perfect. Exactly how we imagined it.
I mean,
Um.
not without its faults.
Well, everything has little tweaks that could be made.
I mean, right now we're in a place called the lower levels. It's not the prettiest place to be.
What's wrong
Eden.
with it? You called it Eden? Oh, well,
It's
that's
called
just
Eden.
precious.
I didn't name it, but thanks.
Wonderful. And is everyone happy? Are you okay?
Right now is a very good time to ask that question. Usually, yeah, I think I am.
What's
We are. I think
problem?
everyone is.
What's the problem then?
A cold.
A cold? Just take some paracetamol, put your feet up and have a cup of tea, you'll be fine.
It's deadly.
But we brought all the vaccines with us. It can't be deadly. We wiped it out. And then the aim was to strive to wipe all of the illnesses out. That's why we tuned it to our own DNA, so even our ancestors could never be affected by it.
It
Was.
worked.
So what's the problem?
Something new.
It's not super common yet. We've only known less than a handful of people.
It was engineered.
An engineered cold. A virus.
I don't know by whom.
This is interesting. Do any of you know someone who's had the cold? Or shown any symptoms at all?
Which way am I pointing on Twitch? To
No,
Artie.
And Artie, she said, you have.
I had it.
You had it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So are you? I thought this cold was deadly. What did you do to heal yourself?
I don't think I did anything.
Interesting.
As far as we know, Artie's a special case.
But my mom had it too, and somehow she got a cure, an antidote of some kind, a vaccine.
It
Oh,
was from
I don't
Artie's
know.
dad.
okay. That's fine.
Oh my.
So I feel like this is a lot of information overload, and I just want to check in with you and make sure that you're doing okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna try and like give it to you in the best,
Uh-huh.
most easily digestible way possible, but
And she sort of, I've just remembered, I've not eaten anything in quite a while. And she just passes out to like excitement,
No.
hunger, everything. She is breathing, she's fine, but she just passes straight out on the floor.
Do we have any food or water?
I
Does
haven't
Rovar
checked
have-
the cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check her, and actually, if she has the bugs or not, I doubt she does. She's
Yeah, I was gonna scan her because that seemed like a good idea.
I'll
So I'll
check
do
the
that.
cabinets for like food and stuff.
And as JD goes to check the cabinets, is is Vestal doing the same?
I'm gonna stand next to Artie and see kind of what he's picking up off the scan.
Okay. So before you are, what are you looking for, Artie?
I guess amongst other things, we want to know if she has organisms in her body like we do. Robot things.
Can you roll another intellect for me, please?
I
with
would
a
like to attempt to,
difference of
yes.
3?
Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Yep, I don't think I have any relevant skills this time. So let's do the boop. How'd it go?
You scan
Okay.
and you see nothing at all.
What are those purple things on the overlay? Are those advantages?
You do have an advantage if you would like to roll again.
I would if I may please.
Yes.
Here we go. Is it way better? Hey,
You
all
rolled
right.
exactly the same.
That's fair. That's just fair.
That's so hard.
It's okay. That's how life goes.
You can tell she's alive, like she's breathing steadily, but she is out again. This looks like maybe this overwhelmed her, but you can't detect anything.
The game wants what the game wants.
I may not be really good at this. It's kind of distracting having her pass out while I'm trying to distract her, scan her. Yeah. So, I don't know what else to do with that. Vestal, what do you do with someone who passes out?
Make sure they're still breathing, and I don't know. Maybe wake them up for food and water. I mean, if you're
Did I
passing out
find
from
food
hunger,
and water?
Yeah, you would have found just some random bits like biscuits and things like this, like really store cupboard stuff, because it looks like no one's been here for a while.
I'm gonna try and wake her up a little bit. And
Yeah, I rush back over with food and
Yeah,
water.
she's. If you're like slapping her face, she's like, oh, oh.
Lucy, we have food if you'd like to eat before
Hey,
resting.
stop it. Hey.
And she sort of gradually sits up. Yes, please. And sort of looking at the food for a second, like,
It's not the best. We can go get something
no,
better
no.
later.
What is it?
It's a good question. JD, what did you find?
This is literally any snack store cupboard stuff.
Yeah, I think it's like I don't know. I guess like
It's like
trail
crackers.
mix?
Yeah, it's like you've given like these weird like cracker things that look pretty dry, but they've got like they've got
Craisins.
some stuff on it which you guys know is like how you get like your vitamins and protein and stuff like that. They're like healthy crackers, and she's sort of eating them like, like really great. Like she's completely bad at this, but she gives you the thumbs up.
You really
Well, they're not
Doritos.
supposed to be good. They're good for you.
Yeah, they have all your daily nutrients in just one cracker.
One cracker.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually got one a day as a snack.
Okay. And she just sort of takes herself over to the sofa and lays down again. Like her eyes are, she's still awake, but she's just laying down.
Is there
That's a good
anything else
question.
we can get you?
No, I'm gonna sleep. Never thought I'd say that after all that time, but I'm gonna sleep. And she closes her eyes.
Speaking of food, have you guys eaten in the last, I don't know, 12 hours?
Don't have
No.
any-
Should probably get something. Do you know any
Yeah, I
food
guess.
places on the lower levels? I don't think traveling outside the lower levels is safe right now.
You could just eat the crackers. No?
She's
Not
gonna
very
sleep.
filling.
Okay. Yeah. Should we go out?
I want to sit down and, while they're kind of talking about it, try to rewire the bug.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dot mentioned something about that, and I don't think I really know what I'm doing, but I just want to like crack it open and see what's inside.
Yeah, you can. If you roll me a 4 intellect for me, please. And again, if you
Okay.
have anything that can add to that.
Yeah, I think I'm proficient in anything involving electronics.
Okay. Oh, I can roll. I need to roll for you, don't I?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's looking like it wants to load, but it's not. So if you could,
That's
that'd be
fine. I'll
great.
do that. So we'll say you need to beat a difference of 3 instead.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, and I have my tool set with me too. Okay, I can't. But I brought with me because Dot is a see.
One thing I will allow, I won't allow, if you want to use a nat 20 after the roll, you have to use 2. This is something Scrat and I do.
Okay, I
However-
still don't know what you've rolled, Alice.
Oh, yes, of course. You've rolled a nat 1.
You rolled a nat one. Don't try
I've
this.
rolled a nat 1.
Shoot. Okay. No, I'm good to let it just
Yeah.
happen. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do anyway.
As you sort of try and figure it out, it starts to break apart in your hands. and it falls to bits on the work surface. And the red screens outside start to flicker. And as you look at them, you see all of you stood in the apartment.
Are you seeing this? You're seeing this, hitting Artie.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing it. Yeah, so that's not great.
They're watching us?
That's not from the trackers then. That's from something else.
If I pick up the bug and if I move it up and down, does the view change?
No, it doesn't. It is broken.
Okay, so that's good at least. Yeah, that's something. Okay. Hey, I don't know when the right time to mention this is, so since we're probably about to start running, I'll say it now. What do you think the chances are that my dad took the blood out of my body and put it into your mom? And that's the vaccine.
Is there a chance of that?
I have no idea, and I don't know how we're going to test that anytime soon, but I started worrying about it, and I think we're about to start running, so...
Are we going to start running? Is that what we're doing? Did we decide? Is that what we're doing?
They're very clearly able to see where we are. I mean, I don't know what we do at this point.
I think they're going to be able to see where we are wherever we go, so let's do this.
As you say this, Commander White sits up and rubs her eyes again. So you want to test your blood, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, is that something that you do?
I was a doctor on the ship.
Oh,
Okay.
That's helpful.
I mean, and she sort of pats around like her purse and pulls out this small kit. Well, we'll test it if you want. I mean, if we have time.
I don't think we do, but I am interested in the process. Yeah. Right?
I mean, we can go somewhere. Do you know anyone with a lab?
Wait, do we know anyone with a lab?
You had a lab on a ship.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't I? Where is that?
Under the city.
Can you take me there?
A good place to hide, probably.
It's very dangerous, but yes.
Do we know any place that isn't very dangerous right now?
That is a very good point, Artie. Thank you so much. Hey, Commander White, this part I do feel bad about not mentioning, but I feel I should mention, but I feel bad about mentioning it too. We are kind of fugitives right now. Here's the thing. I swear I'm not a bad person. I swear.
Oh, I could tell that the moment I met you.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I think I don't know why, but I'm in trouble for bringing you. And I know that's probably not great news, but we can go back to the ship, and I just want you to know that it might be a little bit dangerous, but I swear I don't mean for it to be.
Okay. Okay.
You're just jumping right into this. Thank you
I don't
so
know
much.
where I am, so okay.
There aren't a lot of options, but I appreciate your adaptability. You too, Vestal. Let's go.
Yeah. Also, do you know there are aliens here?
Wait, what? And she's just like,
Artie.
No, I thought you would be interested in knowing there are aliens on
What
this.
kind? Who? How many? What? Like, do they live here? Are you an alien? Do they
No,
look different from us?
He acts
Agent-
like it sometimes.
Hey. Hey.
Should we go then? Is there an alien down there? Am I going to meet an alien? Like, she looks so excited.
We may meet an alien on the way. Let's go. Do you want to meet my bike?
Yes. And she just sort of starts going straight to the door.
Artie is searching for pictures of aliens on his comm right now. Maybe he can do that.
So she walks towards the door and looks outside, and Soren turns round and she's like, "Good afternoon." And she's just like, she loses it. She's just like, it spoke. Did you see that? Like she gets higher and higher.
This is
I'm sorry.
Soren.
Oh my god! Like it's just that really high pitched, sort of excited. Like, hang on. So this is your bike.
Yeah.
Do I need to change, JD?
Oh, yes, we are going somewhere, if you don't mind.
Of course. And she just sort of folds out and connects into this bike. And like Commander White is there like in absolute awe and shock of, oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. And Artie, if you walk past and start showing her these pictures, she's just going to be in awe of those as well. Just like,
Yeah, see?
oh, what? And they just like, what, are they integrated into society? There's no prejudice or anything, is there?
The only ones I've met have been in charge, of various things.
Oh,
That sounds awful.
oh no, it's good that you don't have it. Oh, this is turning out exactly how I hoped. And she sort of looks over to Soren and is like, would you mind if I get on you? Am I allowed to do that? Do you have to like ask?
No, I think it's great that you're doing that. The microwaves appreciate it when you say thank you, too.
And she goes, well, and she just sort of, Soren just makes a sound of like of agreement, and says, as she sits on the bike.
You're doing good. Here's a helmet. I pass her my extra helmet, and I'm going to get on myself and say, hey, Soren, you know that edition we got at the protection office? The one that keeps bugs away?
Soren's just like, I do.
It might be a good thing to flip that one on as we travel now.
Okay. And you can hear like a click, and it's almost like a light buzz starts to radiate from Soren. And Commander White goes, oh, where are the roads?
No roads. Ready?
What?
Hold on.
And as you disappear, she screams the entire way down. She has her eyes closed, like pushed into the back of your back. You can feel her grip really tight around you, like you almost can't breathe, and she screams the entire way down. You even hear her take a second breath to continue screaming.
Hey, Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Did Dot take the second rental bike with her when she left?
I'm going to say no, because I think she was distrusting everything.
That was nice of her.
From then. So there is, the rental bike is still there.
I do want to say, apparently Roll20 tweeted, we are still working on the issue and we'll update you as soon as we have more information.
Thank you, Roll20.
Thank you, Roll20. Alice is rolling me ones in the meantime.
Yeah, hurry.
Please. Yeah, so I just say, Soren, say hi, this is Commander White. Remember she was passed out the first time.
Hello. And she's like, hello. Like, she just could, like, her eyes closed firmly into your back. And does Artie and Vestal, do you both hop on the other one and follow JD?
I don't know how to drive one of these.
Oh god, you've left the two that can't drive.
I've done this one time. It's gonna be, yeah, I got this.
Yeah, you're gonna be
What was I
rolling.
supposed to do? Do we think Mrs. White was gonna drive a sky bike? I'm the only one here. How am
She's
I the
an
most
astronaut.
capable person here?
Artie, you've never driven a sky bike in your life. Ever.
Didn't I get like one little time driving Soren? Didn't that happen?
Soren was basically controlling, I think.
I totally believe that, yeah. But I don't think Artie
Soren did all the
knows.
work.
No, Artie doesn't. So Artie, as you and Vesta will hop on this bike and set off, I need you to roll me an intellect of 5.
And I hope I fail. Let's see how this goes.
I
Sorry.
hope
Vesta.
I fail.
Don't kill me.
Gotta hope
Well,
fail.
no, I mean,
Fail.
you know, there's got to be a final. Oh, look at that.
What is it? I can't
Okay.
see.
You got like a nat 20 basically on this.
Oh my gosh.
Somehow, Artie,
Hans, I should have had you rolling for me.
Yeah.
Artie, you, for some reason, you've watched JD do this so many times now. You feel like you have learned and you have watched and you know what to do with this. You've got the hang of this. You've seen machines before. It's fine. And
Okay. But is the real story just that this auto bike has the same control system as Soren and it's doing all the
I
work?
was about to say, you have your hands on the controls. You think you have full control of this, and Vestal, you're pretty impressed.
I am
Until
impressed.
Vestal, you realize on the sly that this thing is flying itself and has been set to follow Soren.
This is how my kids play Mario Kart.
And I imagine that Soren took care of this on her own because she is so
Yes, she did.
capable and I'm so proud. And why isn't she the party mom?
That's right. And she's been looking out for me, so it's good.
And Artie, you think you're driving this bike. You think you are on a high right now as you whiz off to Soren.
Yep. Artie is enjoying the song of the summer. He is ready to go. Things are great for him.
You guys?
Are we seeing the screens change as we go?
You are seeing them go red as you go down. However, they are flickering between plain, like the adverts and everything like that, and the red.
Okay.
And JD, you and Commander White arrive first down at the bottom of the lower levels. And as you arrive, Soren lets you off and then runs into a stop. As she slows down, she runs and turns back into this humanoid thing again.
Hey, thanks. Okay. Soren, we're gonna go down below, but we may be staying for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna be real honest with you. I don't want to leave you up here. Are you okay coming down with us?
I can do. I will wait for the others first.
Okay, can you actually help me with this cover?
Uh-huh. And she literally just picks up as if it was nothing and moves it out of the way and drops
Why
it.
didn't I have her do this the first time? You are so much cooler than I am. And I have RT with me, and Bash just like held on to. I honestly don't know if Turkey Burger followed. I just kind of left him to follow.
Turkey Burger will probably, you will see him land on one of the buildings higher up, but not coming down with you.
Okay, Turkey Burger, can you keep watch?
And it sort of cocks its head again and flaps in a response.
Okay, let Soren know if something happens.
He will.
Thanks, Soren. Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna say, Commander White, this way to your ship.
She's like, home we go. And she starts climbing down the ladder. Now, thank you for this donation. When Vestal and Artie arrive, they see Soren leaning against a wall, flipping out this, like, she's got this, like, glass magazine of Cosmopolitan.
She's
And
so cash.
She looks over at Artie and waves, and she sort of, like, lets go of the magazine, the glass magazine briefly, and you can see the only 8 flirting moves you'll ever need as she closes it again and pockets it. They have gone down the ladder. They are waiting for you.
Okay. Hey Vestal, let's
Yeah.
let's
I'll show you. It's not pleasant, but
Hurry now. And she starts walking over to the down the sort of, it's basically like a drain effectively. So, after you.
Okay. Thanks, Soren.
yeah, thank you.
So proud. I'm so proud.
And you sort of see her sort of look at this glass thing one more time. Is it number 4? And sort of puts it away again and starts climbing down the ladder after the two of you. And you can hear her move the sheet back over. And you all descend into the darkness before you find the corridors lit again. And the next corridor you head into is pitch black like it was before. And Lucy walks through. Is like, oh, these damn things always do. And she just smacks the wall and everything flickers and comes on. She's better. And
Hey.
continues to walk down the corridor.
Yeah, we didn't know that trick the first time.
Well, you know, it's like all electricals, you know, something problem with it, whack it, it'll probably sort it. I don't know, I was a doctor.
Okay. I put Bash down so that he can walk with us down the hall.
Yeah, you can hear his little like metallic paws like padding all the way through. And every now and again Lucy looks back like she is adorable. And you pull up into this huge room and it's the lab you found her in. And she stops and she looks around. The sort of sadness crosses her eyes for a moment. Well, it's been a long time. And she sort of casts her eyes over the empty cryo chambers. Guess they're all gone then. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, look at what they've created.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh? Did you actually open your eyes at all on the ride over here? Because it's pretty cool.
I won't lie, I did wait till we got to the bottom when I felt us stop. I'm sorry.
Okay, well,
Maybe
You'll
on the
have
way back.
time. Yeah. Maybe we'll go higher next time once we get this whole, like, fugitive thing taken care of.
Right. Yes, that is a weird one.
Slight hitch. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And she sort of moves on, and she starts walking over to this. There's like some circuit boards. There's some fuse, like old school fuse boxes. She starts flicking things on, and you can hear like a doo as everything slowly powers up, and lots of light comes to this room. Not only on the ceiling, but there's loads of wall lamps that light up. Around the tables, around the surfaces are like a blue sort of glowing LED type light. Right, okay. So, do any of you have any of this cold stuff? It was you, wasn't it? You wanted to be tested.
He's the
Yeah.
blood person.
Sit down. And she sort of points to a chair that's almost a bit like a dentist chair type thing. She's like, sit down.
Okay, so I do that.
And she barely like touches you, and she's like, right, this isn't going to hurt her. And she, before she even finishes the sentence, she sort of like, it's just like a prick on your like arm, and you can see just a little bit of blood be drawn out. There, okay. Now, and she reaches up and pulls something down, this big clunky piece of just equipment, and plugs it in and sends it back up. So, we wait. It's just gonna scan some stuff, basic stuff. That's all.
It's archaic, but it has charm, I guess. I see
Sure,
lots
security monitors.
It's not archaic to me.
Oh, yes. I guess that is true.
Actually, I don't know what you would do in a lab here. It's probably really different.
Yeah, and she's sort of walking along and she's sort of like feeling along some other like upright glass tubes that have been broken. Looks like the children got out. Wonder how mine's doing.
You had a child?
Your child?
I had one. Yes. He was only 2. So I'm sure someone looked after him. It was fine. It's absolutely fine.
Is he the one you were talking to in the video?
I was talking to all of the children, but yes. Yeah. Yeah. And she sort of sits down for a bit. Well, if we're going to stay the night, we have bunks, if I remember where they are.
Yeah, I think we may have run into those before.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming there should be some food left. I don't know how good it will be. I don't know how long I've been down here.
Gosh, isn't this just the kind of day you wish you had noodles?
I love noodles. Do they
Me
still
too.
do noodles?
They totally still do noodles.
Oh, that's
Noodles will never
happy to
die.
hear that. Like she looks like she's upset, obviously by a lot. She's like, I am so happy that we still have noodles. Like she looks like it's okay, it's fine. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I could see what I could do.
We'll be fine. It's all fine. We may as well get comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Soren is walking around and she's looking at some of the plants and things that are there and just sort of poking at them.
The plants are doing good?
Yeah, do you not have many plants here?
I've seen grass once.
And she looks horrified by that. You mean we didn't plant a forest?
I mean, there's grass.
Grass
didn't-
on like the rooftops.
On the rooftop? No one planted a forest like we said we would.
What's a forest?
It's a lot of life. Trees, plants, will scale for miles and miles of just green. It's
Sounds
I mean,
lovely.
how it's also one of the ways we as humans we produce it produces our atmosphere with the oxygen and carbon dioxide. She just starts like rumbling. She's like, how are you surviving?
Cool. I touched grass once. It was really cool. It was the same time that I saw the grass. It was very cool.
But how is just that keeping you all alive? That makes no sense.
Things here are artificial, besides the humans, and even then, some of us are partially artificial.
I wave.
Is it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we had this. Oh, I mean, this ship itself. It's artificial. It's it's got good things and bad things. The vending machine down on the third one, you have to kick it to get the Mars bars out. However, we had the bunks were cozy, and the kitchen was perfect, and my lab was so wonderful. And then we had this really annoying thing. It was a hitch that that Tom tried to fix. One of our engineers, he basically one of the kids got out and they broke the sprinklers, and then like clockwork, 2 p.m. every day they went off. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But it was my home. It was a quirk. So yeah.
What's a Mars bar? I've been around for quite a long time.
Oh, they're awesome. They're like these chocolate things, and they have caramel in it and nuggets, and they're awesome.
I've heard of chocolate, yes.
They're brilliant. I wonder if we have any. Like, and she's just like starts rooting around in the cupboards.
Now, this might be insane, but I'm still hungry. I mean, the food down here isn't great, but
I mean, I can have a look. And she just sort of slowly disappears off to the kitchen.
Hey, JT, where did you find her? Was she here in this lab?
Thing I point, and my wheels are turning so hard right now. Did she just say like the sprinklers went off at 2 p.m. every day?
Yeah, does that mean something to you?
Well, it rains at 2 p.m. every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Maybe it was modeled after that? Like maybe whoever created the system modeled it after that incident.
There was kind of a implication there that she thought we shouldn't be able to stay alive because we're missing a forest.
she said there was no atmosphere without it. I'm sure they use machines for it now, but I'm still kind of curious.
Okay. That's a thing. This is what does the ship smell like, Alice?
It smells very clean, like very clean, like the smell of bleach. There's a tiny hint of like mustiness, which you can probably think this is from like old age, but otherwise it smells really clean.
Do these plants look like they have any sort of system that keeps them alive?
Yeah, they're in little glass domes, and they're constantly being pumped with, like you can see a spray.
Does it look modern, as I would think of it, or does it look archaic, as in matches this space station or space ship?
Probably matches this spaceship.
Okay, thank you.
I think JD is sitting down and like pulling out some pieces of paper and just like scribbling down a mind map of things.
What's she writing?
She's writing 2 p.m. forest, question mark, atmosphere, and like connecting all of these things, and like rain, and Commander White is over in a bubble, Adam is over in a bubble, the matron's over in a bubble. Little things are connected to Artie's dad and her mom. Artie 37 is in a question mark, because we don't know who that was, or even if it was Artie number 37, but That's what we've been calling him. And so she's just kind of like jotting down ideas and things that have stuck out to her. And under Adam, like between Adam and Commander White, she's like or she wrote wakey wakey. So there's just all these like weird little notes because she's just processing, and blueprints help her.
As you do this, Commander White, or Lucy, comes back in with an armful of weird and wonderful food products. They look colourful, some of them look really old, and she's sort of going through them and binning them as she goes. And she's like, Mars bar. And she hands it straight to Vestal. Mars bar. Delicious. I mean, I check it. It was in the sealed tight thing, but
thank you.
And I go, I mean, I don't think you're gonna want Kellogg's. And she just sort of throws them off to the side, and she starts going through like these crisps and things. And we have had a Wild Magic Surge donation, so I'm gonna roll a random again. All same numbers as last time. 2. We've got an Artie.
Right.
Roll a D100, please.
That sounds likely.
$31. Okay. But she comes in with all these bits and bobs, and she starts handing them out. And she takes a bite herself out of one of these chocolate bars. She's like, they're really good. Like, really, really good. Try it.
I'm gonna tear mine open and just kind of look at it and then take a bite.
Yeah, you bite into this chocolate caramel nugget type thing, and it's probably one of the best things you've tasted because you're so used to being given, there is chocolate, but this is like chocolate that hasn't added all your vitamins in. It hasn't added everything you need into it.
This is the better chocolate.
This is so good. This is so good.
And you should try this thing called Cadbury's, right? And she just pulls out this other like chocolate bar and starts handing it out. So, I mean, it's not good for you. Like, don't live off this.
I had a cracker today. I'm fine.
I have to know what kind of Cadbury's it is.
What Cadbury's would you like it to be?
I'm just saying, is it like a fruit and nut, or is this something different? I don't know what British people actually like. I just know what I've had.
It could be a fruit and nut. It could be a fruit and nut.
How do you feel about the fruit and nut, Alice? Do you like that one?
I like fruit and nut. So, and you can taste it. So you might not have had nuts like this before. You won't have
There's
had
things in it. There's pieces in it.
There will be.
And they taste good.
It's fruit and nut.
And they're stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, that will happen too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's very sweet.
Yeah, they are quite sweet. And she sort of looks down and takes a bite out of another one. And on the side, Artie, you just see a set of dice. A 20-sided dice. 2 20-sided dice.
How strange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do those do something?
And she just sort of wanders over and starts pressing some more of the buttons on the screen.
Okay. Then I guess Artie is going to go over and find out if they do something.
Do you roll them? Or are you just picking them up?
Sure, they look vaguely circular, spherical, sure.
Okay, what numbers are you thinking of right now? Two numbers.
3 and 6.
As you roll, it rolls those numbers.
Yeah, that's what I want in real life. That's the perfect gift.
These dice will roll whatever you think they're going to roll.
I will use them for all my skill checks.
And you hear like a bing, and there's a whir, and you can hear music. Lucy is sort of dancing a little bit. She's sort of doing like, not like intently, she's working at the same time. She's got a chocolate bar in her mouth. She's pulling this thing back down to check the blood samples. And you can hear this song in the background as she sort of sways to it, and she's trying to just make everything that little bit nicer. And she's like, oh, come on, don't tell me you haven't got this. Like, this is like music you've never heard before. Like, come on. And she's sort of like doing this like little bit of a dance in that really awkward manner. And she's like, ah, fine. And she sort of pulls this thing down and pulls out the blood sample. Right, let's plug this in, shall we? And she goes and pops it in one of the screens. And you can hear her going, she's like heading over and plugging in numbers. Well, oh.
Oh?
And she sort of freezes at the screen. We have a match. Oh, so your ancestor was on this ship.
Okay.
He was a nice guy. He was a really nice guy. And she's sort of like looking over at the details. He was one of our engineers, actually. He was a really good guy. And is it? He must have got out then. He must have got out. Like, and she starts smiling at that. And she said, my friend George Thompson, he was one of the engineers on the ship.
JD writes George Thompson in the circle and connects it to Artie and Commander White.
That's, well, it makes sense. I mean, unless you're alien, and she sort of looks around like quickly, just out of music, then you must all be related to someone on this ship, surely.
Not an alien, so
Maybe
sure.
you should get a blood sample taken.
How is this code being transferred?
Oh, they're giving it to people.
We don't know, but it's not airborne.
Do you have anything that might have given this illness?
Like a machine?
I don't know. Do you know anything at all about it? Like how it could be transferred, or if it's not airborne, that means...
We thought it might come through the tea or the medicine. I mean, we think we
Medicine? What medicine?
Pain medicine.
Do you have any?
Artie, do we have any?
I am pretty sure Dot would not let Artie play with medicine, but I can look through my pockets.
I think Dot grabbed some, but it would be with her, wouldn't it?
If I remember correctly, JD took some off of Adam.
Well, if the GM remembers it. Yeah. Yeah, I think JD turns out her pockets at the same time. Is like, oh, oh yeah, okay, I do. Here, here's some.
Perfect. And she just sort of takes it and she starts like busying herself again. And Arthros said, whoever is making this knows this is here. There is something, a strand of everyone who was on this ship in this.
What?
That's why you're getting sick.
So you're saying that it's the blood of the crew that was on this ship?
How better to infect a whole city if you already have all of their information in one place?
So, the clinic that is using this medication is directly above us.
There's a clinic?
Yes.
And no one else knows about this place.
Well, someone
Well-
knows about it, but
My mom
very-
told us to look for a tree.
Oh, the Tree of Eden. Yes, Tree of Life.
Yeah, it's not incredibly common, but I think we found a bit of a graffiti that led us down here.
Oh. Interesting. And she puts down the medicine. She's like, and Artie, you're the only ones who have had it and survived that we know of so far.
Yeah, other than JD's mom, but I'm starting to wonder where the cure came from.
Interesting. All of our information is stored on this ship, our registry, our DNA, everything. It would have to be taken from them in person.
So there was
Don't.
this guy.
Guy?
Yeah, his name's Adam, and she circles it a couple times on her sheet. She says, and he was taking the medicine from the hospital to give to the clinic. She draws an arrow to the matron. Except the medicine from the hospital that went to the clinic is what seems to be making people sick. Except I don't think they get it at the hospital. It's very intentional. So for all we know, he could be putting the virus in the medicine?
or he's collecting not the medicine. It could be something in the hospital. I mean, where better to keep strands of whatever DNA or blood or than in a hospital.
Yeah, it's
What-
not like
And I mean, he obviously has some connections that are far above our head that we don't know about.
and it's not like he's ever said an honest word to us, so it could be anything.
What if he pulled an Artie and he took the good medicine out of the hospital and put bad medicine in the hospital instead of what we thought he was doing? Or was that the whole thing we were saying?
I think the supply of bad medicine, the one that's making people sick, is coming from the hospital.
Hmm.
And I think Artie knows, or Adam, not you. Adam knows where to get it. Or just has access to it. I mean,
Why would someone do that? Why would someone want to poison everyone effectively? I'm pretty sure that he's come down here and he has used our information and then created this thing, this virus, and he's spreading it because, hate to say it, I guess we're the source. We were the source.
I mean, in a world where there's nothing to fear, what better to take control than to make people fear something? One thing, right?
But what can he gain? What can he gain from this?
Some kind of control, maybe?
Yeah, Adam, what can you game? Are we playing your fucking game now?
And at that, like, Lucy looks around if you're sort of looking up, like, is he here? Is this some type of AI?
I don't know.
As
He
far
was
as-
talking to us through a bug earlier. The one I was playing with.
Oh.
Taunting us. Never
Well,
really been one for games.
must be a very, like, she raises her voice a little bit, sick individual to think of doing something like this. Like, ugh. The one thing I will say, and she sort of pulls up her glass screen again and flicks through some notes. My information is not in there.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
It could mean that that was created by the people after they left these containments.
Well, they
You
took
didn't-
our information and stored it elsewhere. Is there a place that you can just do that?
I'm saying
So Alice, what do we know about the storage of information?
Storage of information. Artie, roll me an intellect, please. And it will only be a 3.
Only a 3.
Only a
Okay.
3.
I'm blaming the
Yeah.
OTC.
Let's just go for it. Okay.
A 3. JT is right. Artie, you will know at the university where your mother works at the OTC, they have every access to every piece of information. There is a reason they run the hospital. There's the reason they know everything in the city.
Okay. So here is some good news and some bad news. OTC has a copy of all of the information, probably that we've ever had. And my mom works for OTC. And when I was being held hostage, it was on a secret level of OTC that's below or above, I don't really remember, the level that I'm usually on when I do stuff. So they definitely are doing all of the things we just said.
This is not what we strive
Jake
for.
writes OTC at the top and like underlines it 10 times.
But then why don't they have Commander White's information? Is that because they don't want her information in there? Or is it because she was still awake, alive?
Like I said,
Well,
I think the information was taken after the other crew members were taken off the ship.
Then why did they leave
Because-
her down here?
Commander White, do you
Commander.
think your information was originally in the computer?
The only information stored were those of our children. Otherwise, we expected to survive the landing. And then I woke up in a strange apartment, surrounded by kind but strange people, no offense.
I'm taken.
This makes no sense. Do they... This OT... AC, this OTC, do they know this is here? Or is it just a few people?
I don't know anything about the OTC. I look pointedly at Artie.
I know this OTC has lots of secret passages and stuff I know nothing about, and I don't think I could even guess. Whatever the cure is, my dad found it.
Interesting. This seems to be based on DNA, on people who have these strands that seem to be the ones getting affected. Now, I don't know why you survived. This doesn't make sense. Is it artificial? Is it... I need to think. And she sort of wanders off and starts... you can see her getting...
If you want to think written down. I set aside a piece of paper for her.
And she's like, thank you. And she snatches it up and walks over and starts looking at screens again and plugging in numbers.
I told you all that the other Artie told me that they knew someone had created this thing, right? And that all the other Arties that they had tested it on or that had gotten the cold died except for me. And he said something ominous about me living unless someone killed me. So... Okay, I just want to make sure I had made that.
Are you sure you're the first Artie or a final product kind of thing?
Are you the first Artie or the last Artie?
I know I'm definitively not the first Artie because I asked the other one if he was older than me and he said yes. And I can't be the last because there were still at least 30 of them in tanks when I walked out of that room.
You're not the first Artie?
I mean, I don't even know what being the first Artie means now.
JD just like stands up and runs over to him and is like hitting him on the shoulders like, this is why you don't remember your childhood friends. This is why you can't remember your childhood.
I mean, that would make sense.
Artie!
Right?
Artie, I knew you were weird.
I'm glad you feel better about it. Yeah.
I do. Okay, wait. Okay, no, I'm so sorry. I don't.
It's good. Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't feel better about this. You are the only Artie for me, except RT.
Yeah.
Then why were you... Wait. So JD walks away because that was awkward and then turns around and walks back. Then why were you raised differently, right? Like, all of the other Arties seemed to know what was going on. Why didn't you? Why were you different? Why did you have to study and stay on a different level and... Especially... JD goes back to her piece of paper and writes that down with a question mark.
Stand in silence. Lucy is working away at trying to find more information. And then down the hallway, you hear footsteps walking down this corridor.
Soren, have you heard from Turkey Burger?
Soren has gone quiet. Her eyes are no longer lit.
Soren. I look at Bash.
Bash is frozen. Right where he stands. And you can see Lucy go, what is wrong with this thing? Like, hitting it over and over again.
Something's wrong, something's wrong, someone is coming in, something's wrong. I'm gonna run over and shut the door.
As you run over and shut this door, you see a shadow cast down the hallway walking towards you. I'm sorry, I don't seem to be able to get this damn thing to work. And she picks up like this pipe and is just like whacking this thing on the side. Oh, I wish George was here. And she just smacks it again.
Okay. JD is like, kind of between the door and like worried about Soren and Bash. And so she's just like, I can't even hear the music change in Roll20, but I'm stressing out like I can. It's like, okay. So runs back from the door over to Soren and is like, Soren, we're checking to see if there's anything.
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her apart from that she just switched off. Same with Bash. It's like he's factory reset.
I'm gonna go scoop Bash up and hold him, even if he's frozen.
Yeah, you can
Does this
scoop him
look
up.
similar? Does this look like when we found the conduit where all the energy was coming from the tree, or does this look different?
This looks different.
Okay.
You see no energy whatsoever. There are no lines going from any of these. And then you hear a... Come on now. I've had enough of this silly game. Artie, come out and come home.
That does not sound like Adam Watson to me. Is that Adam Watson? Oh, good.
Are we playing a game or are we not playing a game? JD's so confused.
Artie, please. You are needed.
I really don't want to go with her.
Wait a second.
Look,
Artie,
yeah.
come here. Now.
Hey, Mom, how about you come in here and explain just a few things?
I'm explaining nothing to anyone. You come with me now. Or lots of people are gonna die.
Okay, what the hell? Did you do this to my robot?
You going to open the door?
When you say a lot of people are going to die, are you referring to the people that won't get the cure because it's in my blood, or are you referring to the people you're going to kill?
Are you going to open the door?
This is not like I'm in high school and I lock my door and I'm supposed to be studying. This is very different.
You are the cure, Artie. Get out here now.
Thank you for answering that question.
I'm gonna look at Artie and say, I'm not opening the door.
Okay, that's good because I don't want you to open the door, but she at least answered a question. I've finally won one battle ever with my mom. I just want to hey, okay, Mom, we're trying to figure out who made the cold. Do you have any information you'd like to share at this point?
You can hear like a phone, like a bracelet ring. Yes, they're down here. And Lucy comes over. Hi, yeah, what's going on? Who's behind the door? She goes over towards the door.
Don't open the door.
What?
Artie's mom.
Oh, your mother, that's adorable. And
No, not adorable. No.
She's not adorable. Look, should I just go so you're all safe? Maybe I should just go. You've got a sample of my blood. Maybe you can figure it out.
what is happening?
I don't know, but I'm really worried she's going to have a whole bunch of corporate people do something terrible to you all.
I'm sorry. I think I've missed something. Your mother is at the door,
Right?
and you think they're going to have something terrible happen to them?
Yeah.
She's not his real mom.
There's that. Yeah.
She's the mean mom.
Right. Hello? And you should, like, Lucy sort of leans towards the door. Hello? What do you want? Artie needs to come with me now. Okay. That's great. But he doesn't want to. And to be honest, you're being rather rude about it. Could you come back later? And
Yeah, you go, Commander White.
you just hear this sort of grumble, and the end of this phone call as a voice you can not quite hear on the other side, more of a murmur, finishes. I will go. Artie, this may have cost you your friends. And she starts to walk away and disappears.
Okay, I wouldn't worry because she said that anytime I've talked to anyone and didn't immediately do what she said. And she did not kill the kids I played chess with at school the one time.
Artie, this is why you've never had friends.
I'd really thought this place was gonna be safe longer.
I was clear about about her and how she works with people, though. I mean, it's yeah.
This is the second death threat I've got this week. We're fine. We're doing fine. I'm fine. This has happened before. It's much easier the second time. JD's just like holding Soren. And Bash.
Do you think Adam sent that first death threat?
Maybe. It said
I'm
it was
just realizing, like,
Lauren Curtis.
oh, okay, maybe not. But like, my mom does not have a sense of humor at all, and Adam seems to think this is a game.
It did rhyme. That feels like something he'd do.
I don't know if he knows about the whole Lauren Curtis thing, though.
Adam thinks it's a game. She doesn't think it's a game. Are we playing a game? Are we not playing a game? Are we gonna die? Are we not gonna die?
Who is going to die? And you see Soren, who's like
Soren.
lit up again, and Bash has started to move.
Oh, sorry, nothing.
Is
God, you're
everyone
okay.
okay?
Are you okay?
Of course I am okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm just hugging her.
She stood there, like, and then just you get this hand like patting on the top of your head.
You just went dark and I didn't know why. Okay,
Did
I'm
I?
glad you're back. Yeah, check your timestamp.
And she sort of like looks like she has a quick blip, and she. Interesting. Huh.
I was really worried. I'm glad you're okay.
Hey, Soren, now that you saw that signal that turned you off, do you think you can ignore that signal in the future?
It shut down all of my systems. I
Uh-huh.
cannot be within its radius.
It's not like a port you can block or something like that, is it?
I don't think so.
That would be a great wild magic surge.
I could research it.
Cool. That sounds good, Soren. You should do that.
Are we staying here for the evening? I think that's still best. Like Lucy you can see as she started barricading the door, she's just pulling heavy equipment in front of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know where everything is here.
Yeah, hey, I kept my mom out.
And Lucy continues to block the door. Well, there's no point being glum. I think we've had enough chocolate for now, but otherwise get settled, grab a chair. Get comfy, I guess. What else can you do? And then we can find it tomorrow. Wasn't there another one of you?
Was there?
The smart girl with the dark hair, the one who she had a terrible temper on her. I remember something. Like, I don't know. I was probably dreaming it. It's fine.
She's a little busy right now.
And she sort of smiles, and you can see she goes over to a cupboard and starts pulling out like these thermal like blankets and starts handing them to you. Absent-mindedly, she passes one to Soren and still sort of gets into a chair and settles down, pulling this like blanket up. And it's feels weird to be trying to go to sleep again. Huh. So, what did I miss whilst I was asleep? Anything interesting happened?
Other than the creation of Eden?
Uh-huh. Did it all go to plan?
Well, I mean, the plan was erase sickness, no war, and forests, right?
Basically, yes, but apparently you didn't do the forest bit. And
Didn't do
the
the
other
forest
one's sort of biting us in the arse.
There isn't war, but I mean, there wasn't sickness, but now there kind of is.
Oh, and I'm sorry you've had to have my face on your screens every day. Huh.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of, I think, taken out of context. I got to see the whole tape. It was quite nice, but
Oh, thank you. I did think about it before I did it. You know, I took some time. So, hang on. Do you not play the whole thing?
we have played the whole thing. Both me and JD have seen it, but Artie hasn't.
I haven't, no. I
I
saw a
mean, we're
longer
here.
version.
We're here if you wanted to watch it again, Artie.
Should I see it? I mean, is there good stuff? Good information?
Which video were you talking about? Which one have you seen, Vessel?
It's the one of you talking about the creation of Eden. It ends with
Oh, you found that, did you? Okay, so, and she starts to get comfortable and looks over at Artie. So in Area 51, back from where I'm from, we found, well, basically the ship crash landed and it was really interesting. I was called in quite early and she starts like jabbering on like really, really quickly. And then we heard all this stuff about, you know, we had a lot of important information come in on the war and everything and Reagan, and she keeps going and going, and it comes to the point that so we decided to start again. We thought we would create our own Eden, and then when we would land, our ship would do everything for setting up small towns and small settlements, so that when we woke up, or those who were already awake, would have somewhere to go.
Did you just say your ship was supposed to automatically set up a place?
Yes.
That was,
live?
Yes, just a
in the
small
end of the
place.
video.
Yeah.
You said that there was more than one video. Could you talk to us about the other ones that were made?
Oh, they're all just oh, here. And she sort of presses a button in her chair, and lots of screens start falling down from the ceiling. And it's effectively the same message you've heard over and over again from her, from all of these different people. Is that all the parents? We were all parents. Well, a couple of us weren't. But we were all parents. Thought we would record a message because, you know, you never know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have one from George Thompson?
Yeah, I think I got it somewhere. And she sort of scrolls through, and then it stops on a very happy, smiley face, dark hair, and it's a man that comes and sits down. Hello. God, this feels weird. I'm talking to a screen. And again, a lot of weird stuff has happened. Okay. I know I'm supposed to say the normal. Be good, be kind, you know, all that stuff. But make a difference, you know? This is like a second chance. And just make a difference and be nice. Don't be an asshole. Like, you know, be a bit more, just be a nice human being. And you can see him talk off screen. It's like, it's not swearing. Like you see, like there's a woman that sort of is. Never mind. But yeah, just be nice, and I'll be here when you wake up. So there's nothing to be scared of. Right? Okay. See you later. Like, there's an awkward sort of push the button, and it fuzzes over. Yeah, there he is.
I guess that that didn't make it to the city broadcast system. Okay.
You mean you only have mine?
We've only seen yours.
That's sad. This is, she sort of, you all sort of look and you see that she's muted it, but you can see all these people talking with smiling faces. They're talking to their children.
It is kind of strange they used the only person that wasn't there as their video.
Yeah. Weird.
So, Vestal was saying maybe I'd want to watch that one.
I mean, it's the same, really. And she sort of flicks it on, and it's her. She looks a bit, she sort of flushes red a little bit. She's like, oh God, I look terrible. And be good, be kind. We don't want war, we want happiness and strength. I'll see you later, my darlings. And it's literally a kiss as she stands up and walks away. I wonder how well they did.
Commander White, did you have a son or daughter or something different?
I had a son,
What was their name?
Christopher.
Great.
Christopher White. Yeah. He was 3. I thought I'd see more of him. but I guess not.
Jenny. Stop.
And she just sort of sits quietly.
I bet he did amazing.
Of course he did. Of course he did amazing. He was a clever boy for a 3-year-old. He was a very clever boy. Really clever. Really, really clever.
Yeah.
Well, then we could probably get some sleep, I think. I don't think we need to stay up any longer than we need. Can your friend, like, sort of looks over at Soren, can she guard the door? I mean, I've put a lot in front of it, but I don't know what things you have now.
Hey, Soren.
Hello.
If you're not gonna get some sleep, do you mind keeping an eye on the door?
You know I don't need sleep. Of
I
course.
know. I don't want to assume.
It's fine, JD.
Thanks. Thanks for looking out for us all the time.
And where there's like, it's almost like light shows in her mouth, and it actually curls up slightly at the corners as she turns away from you and faces the door. Well, I'm gonna get some sleep. Obviously, take a chair, you know. Yeah. And she sort of rolls over, pulling the blanket up
Lucy,
over her. Yes.
this might seem like a strange question, but can I ask for your full name?
Yes, Lucy White. Well,
Thank you.
Lucy Victoria White, but yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Beautiful name.
And she'll roll over. What are the rest of you doing?
I think JD flops down like she's gonna go to sleep. Then she stares at the ceiling for a while and she goes, "Hey, Artie."
Yeah.
Are you sure your mom's not gonna kill us?
No, she pretty much said she was going to kill you, but I don't know that it matters at this point. That's at least 2 people that want to kill you.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's-
you're an offender of the peace or disturber of the peace or whatever.
Yeah, I got a lot against me at the moment, don't I?
I mean, it doesn't look good for any of us. But I mean,
My
what's the
life was
alternative?
normal a week ago.
Yeah,
I'd be watching Tom and Jerry right now.
yeah. Except both of our parents got involved in some sort of plot to give people a flu that would kill them.
Weird how that happens, huh?
Yeah.
Nice parents.
Yeah.
Hey, Vestal.
Yeah?
Thanks for not being one of the things against me lately.
Hey.
Artie, you too.
Sure. I don't think I make your life any easier, but I really appreciate the 2 of you being here.
Just being there makes it a little bit easier, and I'm glad for it. Same for Soren, same for Commander White. I mean, we haven't known her that long, but she seems cool. She wasn't afraid to face your mom.
I mean, it might sound kind of weird, but I think I'd still rather be here than what I'd be doing usually, scrubbing floors at the shop and hiding away from everything.
I'm glad you're here. And not scrubbing floors at the shop, that sounds awful.
It does get on your nerves after a while.
Is it weird that I'd rather be here with all the stuff that's going on? I mean, if I had to
Yeah,
know
it's
that there wasn't any
pretty
reason
weird.
for me to do what I'm doing. I mean, apparently my whole life just doesn't matter, and it's like, if I didn't do it, 50 other people would.
I feel like it's quite the opposite. I think of the 50 people that they've tried to make you, you came out the best.
And there's something weird going on that I don't know.
Hey, Artie.
Yeah.
None of the other Arties mean anything to me. I know that's not a lot of, like, value or the best ranking system, but
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. But
you're the most
the hard part
important one
is,
in my book.
well, it's real nice of you, thanks. I mean, I just feel bad because it seems like all of them would have a better idea of what's going on if you were to ask them.
Then I guess where would the mystery be?
I would be okay with not having the mystery right now.
Yeah, but you were the one who just said you'd rather be here, so I guess you can't have cake and eat it too, huh?
I'm not usually allowed cake, so I would agree with that.
Well, we tried
you had
chocolate.
cake
That's pretty
already?
close.
What's that, JD?
Have you had cake?
This is gonna be one of those things where I say no, and then you're gonna feel really bad for me again. What if I just say yes this time, so you don't have to worry about that too?
No, no, don't say yes. Just let's make plans for if this whole thing, if we get out on the other side alive, if your mom doesn't kill us, if Adam doesn't kill us, if the cold doesn't kill us, let's have some cake. Maybe
Yeah.
Commander White can teach us how to make old-fashioned cake that doesn't have a ton of vitamins in it. Bet it tastes better.
That does
Yeah.
sound good.
Yeah. Let's have
Also,
cake.
Chocolate.
Cake and chocolate. Let's have cake and chocolate when this is over.
You guys can drift off to sleep. The Wizmo has found a spot next to JD, sort of shuffled down, used its long arms to pull the blanket up over them. And the night goes on, and you don't hear anything at all. All of you roll an intellect for me. This is going to be like a perception check. You need to
Do I
beat
get
a
these,
3.
I have the actual perception skill. Do I get to use that?
If you want to, yes.
It's like the only time I've ever actually used skills for Artie. It's great.
Wow,
Perfect.
that's
I will
awesome.
roll for JD. I'm sorry if it's a nat 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't pass, but well done. It's not a nat 1. So, JD, you are so tired. You have been on the go for ages. You just can't seem to you're out of it basically. And the same with Vestal. You're both absolutely shattered. Maybe you're the last two to drift off. But Artie, you can hear something stirs behind you.
I should go check that.
As you open your eyes and wake up, you see Soren walking through the lab to another room.
Soren,
Yes,
what are you doing?
I am picking up a signal.
Like a good signal or a bad signal?
I do not know.
Okay,
A-
you know that signal that makes you turn off? It's not like that signal, right?
No. This is like a video call.
Oh, okay. Where is Commander White in the room with us?
Yeah, Commander White is like snoring, like she's out. Because for a person who's like been asleep for that long, she's really out of it.
Artie is aggressively poking JD and Vestal.
What?
Let's go. Soren has a signal or something. Come on,
Soren
come on.
has
You know you can't let me do stuff by myself.
What? No, I can't. Artie, I'm coming too. And then she's...
Vestal.
You hear like this Wizman go as it sort of like flops off the thing. It wasn't expecting you to get up. And it sort of
Yeah,
crashes.
RT, you too. Come on, let's go.
RT, come here.
Where are we going? What?
With
I don't
Artie.
know.
And then she just-
Soren's doing something. I can't be trusted by myself. We have to go that way.
And this Wizmo reaches up for you, JD, like sort of like moving its little like clamping hands, like to be picked up. And Bash just curls up where you were. And Soren is like, it's just in the other room. I am picking it up.
Good morning, Soren.
Good morning, JD. I am afraid it is not morning.
Oh, it's Artie. Why are you waking me up? It's not morning.
Just show us where the signal is. We'll go do that all together. It's a video call type signal, she said.
This
could be
way.
important.
And she walks over.
As she's walking, Artie is side mumbling to JD. Does Soren go do stuff by herself where she just goes and does things because she thinks she should?
Maybe.
I'm only worried because she just turned off when there was an OTC signal, probably OTC.
Maybe it's something your mom had.
Well, that's not going to be good since she just said she was going to kill you both. Let's try to go find out what it is.
Okay.
Also, I'm sorry about my mom.
It's okay.
Yeah, thanks. It's okay. We forgive you about your mom. Okay, yeah, let's go. This is weird.
You've seen Soren walk through. It's not like another room. It's like there's a divider of glass. So you're currently sleeping in the lab. You can guess another room is maybe just for research. You can see a lot of the plants in there. And Soren goes over to this desk and starts pressing buttons. I can't find the answer button.
The whole ship is getting a call?
We are receiving a call.
How do you... I don't know where the answer button is. I'll go over and look with her.
And as you do, you hear a groan from behind you of Lucy, like, what? Like, she sits upright, her hair is standing on end, and she's like, what are we doing?
Good morning, Commander White. We're getting a phone call.
Oh, can you answer it? And she just slams her hand down on the button on her chair and rolls over. And like earlier, loads and loads of screens drop down from the ceiling. And Adam Watson stands there in a fairly dark room with a smile on his face. Hello.
It's whatever time, not morning. Why are you calling?
And he leans in. Be good. Be kind. We want peace.
Are you
Tick-tock.
sure?
TikTok. And he just sort of
No.
waves.
Hey, no. What is going on? No.
He
No.
walks away and leaves the screen, and behind him you see the clinic with the matron dead on the floor. And that is where we will leave this week's episode of Eden.
JD's awake.
I heard Adam in the background.
You can hear Adam laughing.
Okay, you got to admit, at least I didn't just let you sleep through that. That would have been terrible.
Thank you, Hans, for not.
The least I could do. Absolute least.
Everyone all right? We're gonna go round. Yeah, okay.
Oh my
We're gonna pop round.
fuck!
First of all, chat. What is going to be our war cry today? First of all, Artie, how are we doing?
Hey,
Or Hans?
I'm doing fine, and yes, exist independent from my game persona, which is good. Otherwise, I would be terrified and sad all the time. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I am doing okay. My favorite moment was, this is usually easier. Um, I am enjoying Commander White. She's really cool. Yeah, JD and Vestal are always great, and they always have to put up with so much just to like exist around Artie. And I felt like I was stepping over people's like talking today, so I feel bad about that. What else? What else? I don't know. Are we doing plugs now, or are we just talking about how we feel?
Oh no, do plugs now. Definitely plug yourself.
All right, just real quick. On Sunday, I'm going to do 2 more charity game shows real quick. Tiz Aliens, who was on the show as Crowbar, is helping me out. She wanted to do a game for the charity stream, and I wasn't able to accommodate the time, so I'm going to put 1 more game ahead of that, and it's going to be a Dark Matter game, just so you guys know.
Yes.
So yep, thanks Mage Hand Press. I saw Tweeter Vecna in there today, so maybe they're still there. Yep, good stuff. I'm going to pass it on.
Awesome. Thank you. And we're now going to hop over to Vestal or Zelda.
Okay, so yeah. So normally like at the end of games, like I was starting to feel it last game where you start to get like a little stressed out, like just like a little like it's itching at you, like poking at you. And I think I'm really starting to uh be head in game because like yeah. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? I actually, yeah,
He's
I agree.
upstairs. He's right upstairs. He's right above us. Oh my god.
I wondered how long it'd take you too long.
God, he's right there.
He's right there. He's calling us from like 2 feet away.
Yeah.
It took
On
me a
the,
real long time.
Oh, no. On the pro side, I'm thinking to myself, I bet you Dot killed the matron though.
Yeah, I really liked Lucy because she was happy and fun and a bright shining star of
I
what.
thought you needed a break.
She's great. She's great. I loved her with Soren and just being so happy about Soren. I'm looking at Renee just dying currently.
He's so close.
Literally right above you.
I kind of wish Dot was here. I feel like
Everyone's like, I wish
just
Dot was-
raid, just hit him.
We just need to convince Soren that she can destroy him, and then we'll be okay.
Oh my god.
I'm not sending my robot bike in to fight our battles.
Well, I thought we
Okay.
would go too. But...
Real quick, if we kill Adam, can our catchphrase be game over?
Yes, it can. If you kill him and win in the fight, it will be that raid will be game over.
Game over.
Yes.
But otherwise, Zelda, plug yourself. Where can we find you? Everything like that.
I am Zelda. You can find me at Cell Ayanami on Twitch and Twitter. Every game that I play or anything like that, I post on my Twitter. Other than that, I don't run any games. I'm lame. Like that.
You're not lame.
I just play them.
Which is always a good thing. They're addictive. Right. Last but not least, the wonderful Renee or JD. You okay, Renee?
Having a hard time in a good way. I feel like I say this all the time. I'm having such a great time. It doesn't look it because it looks like I'm just gonna kind of rake my hands through my hair, but I'm having a great time. It's a lot of fun. Here, now you can kind of see maybe my eyes again. Hi, I'm Renee. I love a good story. I cry at a lot of movies. I cry at this game. And you can find me on Twitter at RayDNR or on my website, raydn.com. I am a freelance writer and community manager, and you can send me inquiries at an email address that I am dropping in the chat right now. And I have a podcast. It's called Fate and the Fable Maidens. It is an all-women, family-friendly D&D podcast. It is up for an award right now for a
I
kids
saw.
family category for the Discover Pods Awards. We just got a recommendation from Geek and Sundry yesterday, so we're super excited about that. And we also were able to participate in Ravnacasts last week for the on the Dungeon Delve podcast feed for Podcasts of Ravnica. And everyone should check it out, especially since Alice was in episode 19, which released last week. And it was
That was
awesome.
so good.
It was so much fun.
good.
It was so
It was
much
so
fun to
good.
play, I have to say. And I missed it already. I'm like, I want to play
I'm
more.
pretty sure the PCs are just like begging to have her character back. So and
I will
screw
come
her.
back. Like, I had so much fun.
Thank
Like,
you. And let's see. I guess next week I do have a confession. I will be a little bit late. I'm coming from an Adventure Zone live show, so I will also be dressed like Taco Faux Show.
yes, be dressed like Taco. I have a friend that'll be so happy about that. I will tell her. So
It's fine. It's fine. So I'm so stressed that I will be late. I may, guys, I'm gonna be real honest. I may call in on my phone. And I know that that will probably be terrible audio, and I'm sorry to all of you in advance, but like, do you blame me for not wanting to miss any minute of this game? Probably not. Let's be real.
It's understandable.
Thank you. See, you all get me. I know you do. I'm trying to think if there's something else going on, and I feel like there is. I'm doing a giveaway on Twitter for hitting 1,000 followers. Cool Pride dice, and also an art commission, and also, I think that's it. Oh, I have a new article for Scrat's Patreon super soon, like tomorrow at the latest, super soon.
I'm excited to read it, I have to say. But guys, other than that, thank you so much. I'm not sure if we have a war cry yet. I'm seeing we stop between 2, so if not, you can throw in there either let's have some cake and chocolate if we don't die, or you can't let me do things by myself. We are going to be raiding Lorelania. And I'm going to go through the last few bits before we wrap up as we get the raid going. But join our Discord. Discord is awesome. It's full of amazing people like this, and we're friendly, I swear. As much as Eden seems pretty traumatic, I swear we're nice people. I swear I'm a nice person, because apparently I'm being known for traumatizing games the last couple of weeks.
You're wonderful.
Well, Eden crew are now a little bit traumatized as well. So.
But we still love you.
Eden
do
and
like you,
Roll
right?
that ones for us.
Eden, everyone, and Argo, everyone's feeling a bit like right now, apparently. But anyway, yes, come and join our weird and wonderful family, and come talk everything with us. YouTube, if you missed this, you guys can catch up on YouTube. We have a playlist. This will be up probably tomorrow, I want to say. So yeah, that's going up tomorrow, where if you've missed this or you want to catch up on others, I've been getting some messages that people are starting Eden from the start and watching it, and I think being as freaked out as you guys, which I'm really happy about.
So good.
I'm happy about like the conspiracies I'm getting contacted with. I live for it. But if you want to get in a game like this, we are introducing, we're booked up until next season. Now we have viewer games, we have D&D viewer games. However, we are introducing more viewer games because we're insane, and we're introducing the Cypher system to it because with this, that's what Eden is run on, and I love the Cypher system. So if you want to get in the diary, DM Scrat on Twitter and we will get you a space. Also, we are now doing this full time, and it's awesome, and it's thanks to you guys on Patreon and supporting us in other ways on the channel. If you want to support us on Patreon, thank you, go for it. Amazing, thank you so much. We also have some free articles on there. Renee's written some of them, and there's new ones to come. They're really good reads. Definitely over there and have a look. You can also support us by getting some merch from our Redbubble. They're really cozy. I live in them. We shouldn't, but I do. But super cozy and everything over there. We've got awesome sponsors, Bird in the Storm, and also Mage Hand Press, which I use their D&D 5e in space dark matter material every Thursday, 1 p.m. EST, on where I run the video game Argo 37, and stuff's about to go down a bit more in that as well. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in today. We appreciate chat so much. You're as much part of this game as the players, and I am. We're going to go and raid Lorelania, and I think that you can't let me do things by myself is going to be the war cry. So guys, head over there, show Tia some love, let her know where you came from. I'm White Rabbit Pick. You can find me on Twitter. When I'm not running D&D and TTRPGs, I'm a photographer, but apart from that, I look forward and see you next Wednesday. So keep evoking emotions, and I'll see you later. Bye.